not for me, for the Syrian people, all the Syrian people, consider it as a paradise.
Yeah.
One of the cheapest country, zero debt, and stability, safety. Greek philosopher said, the first victim during the war is truth. The foreign country or enemy's country, they need our resources.
Se dice que las primeras casas con patios surgieron en Mesopotamia, la tierra comprendida entre los ríos Tigris y Éufrates. Los nómadas que habitaban esta zona instalaban sus tiendas en el desierto, alrededor de un espacio central. De este modo protegían al ganado y se resguardaban del clima extremo. En un hermoso patio de Damasco conoceremos a Bashar. Bienvenidos a Naturaleza Virtual.
Okay, what's your job? What do you
I work at several jobs. I start as a teacher, then I change and I studied French literature. Before I graduated from pedagogy or education. Then I don't like it. Then I studied French literature. And I graduated in 2012. I supposed to continue my PhD in France, in Lyon, but I couldn't because of sanctions. Then I continue studying interpretation in the Institute of Damascus. At that time, start to work as a journalist translator for different newspaper. One of them, Al Watan, which is the best newspaper in Syria and Lebanon, translated like 1,000 articles. Then I studied master in public administration. In 2018, I named as an interpreter in the parliament until now, but because of war and because of crisis, start to forget my experience. By accident, at the last day of inscription or register in diploma in tourism, the last day I went and I told to myself, let's try the job of as a tour guide. And I started the tour guide 2019. I worked 6 months, then COVID-19 came. I restart tour guiding 8 months ago when the Syrian government decided to open the borders again.
You do it very good. You're a very good guide.
Thank you.
And from all your jobs, what's your favorite?
My favorite tour guiding, because you meet every month or every week different mindset, different mentality, different cultures, and they teach me a lot. I told them the main information about Syria, and I learned from them
Okay.
a lot. like you also. Yesterday you told me about Zaragoza and the lifestyle, the culture in Zaragoza.
Las casas con patio fueron convirtiéndose en la principal manera de construcción y organización en las viviendas del mundo árabe. Hoy en día las encontramos en Oriente Medio, el norte de África y el sur de Europa, destacando España como la zona con mayor número de patios del viejo continente. Estas construcciones amortiguan el clima, permitiendo crear zonas saludables repletas de plantas, aportan privacidad y consiguen ocultar los lujos al exterior, y crean un remanso de paz que favorece la unión y convivencia familiar.
Okay. What's the best about living in Syria?
What's
The best?
the best sides
Yes.
from in my view?
Personally, yeah. Why you like it here?
Actually, I born in Latakia. I grew up in Damascus. But when I visited Aleppo and read about its civilizations, wow, I like Aleppo the best, especially during the crisis. Behind every wall, behind every building's story, bad story and sad story and good story. And during my trips, during my tours, by accident, I meet a lot of people with the tourists. I feel like I am tourist when I meet those people because they told us their suffered stories, how they survived, how they escaped, how they fight the extremists, the militants, how was the life during the crisis. Actually, Aleppo, full of civilizations, but what I prefer the people there. People still standing, and recently start restoration the souks by themselves.
Okay.
They collect money, they help each other, and restore these souks.
There is a strength in there, in joining together and
Yeah,
rebuilding
yeah,
your
yeah.
life.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
it's a new life.
I think it's the flame of life. that-
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow.
So your favorite spot here? Syria?
In Syria,
Yeah.
actually a lot.
You can
Palmyra,
choose
Palmyra, not one actually, not one. You should visit all the sites. You will know how it's difficult to decide which is the best.
Okay.
You will find it impossible to decide because every city has special civilization, coastal area, Phoenician. We talk about 5,000, 4,000 BC. Palmyra and their special stories, their special life, how the Nubia woman could reach the Bosphore, Asia Minor, and the Nile Valley, and part of Persia in 5 years. She started with 268 and until 273. Then Aurelian, the emperor, Roman emperor, invade Syria and Palmyra. That's proof that the Palmyrian people give a great importance, great place for the woman. Zenobia, a proof and an example queen of Palmyra, and at that time they believe in three goddesses: Manat,
Name?
Manat, Azza, Allat. And if you visit Palmyra, at least if you visit the museum, you will find the statues for women
Okay.
instead of men. The man sitting at the side honor the woman in the middle with this sign, for example, sign of they graved, putting their hands at the head, which is means wisdom.
Okay.
Paseando por los zocos, somos recibidos con sonrisas. Y es que a los comerciantes les hace mucha ilusión volver a ver turistas por sus calles después de tantos años.
Romanian, Christian Audi, Jewish, Greek, African. That's a Syrian design.
Before the crisis, in my view, especially 2008, 9, 10, Syria considered not for me, for the Syrian people, all the Syrian people, considered as a paradise.
Yeah.
One of the cheapest country, zero debt, and stability, safety. Now, the worst thing in our days, the economical part. Now we suffered because of inflation and because of sanctions by European and America. And also, if could I speak politically, the northeast of Syria occupied by troops, American troops and Kurdish troops. So the Kurds supported by US, where you can find the main resources. 90% of our resources, wheat, petrol, all kind of petrol, cotton. So in addition of sanctions, they occupy the main resources. If you want to know some part of truth, which is impossible, like Serchos, Greek philosopher, said, the first victim during the war is truth. But if you see the results and see the purpose of the crisis, you will discover that the foreign country or enemy's country, they need our resources. Nobody now took care of the Syrian people, and everyone now had his part of the cake. Turkey, US. most welcome. You are in your home. It's not a demagogy. You know demagogy.
Yeah.
Not. We are generous people. We are created. We are born friendly and generous people. We have and we the moral laws most important than the religious or political or anything laws.
Okay.
The best and the most important things is the moral laws. This is why we are one of the safest country in the world, and until now, during the crisis, few crimes compared with the other countries.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
saw that. Thank you.
Thank you for visiting Syria.
Thank you for showing us.
Muchas gracias a todas las personas que nos dedicaron su tiempo en este viaje. Nos llevamos muy buenos recuerdos y esperamos poder volver pronto.
تلك آيات الكتاب المبين إنا أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا لعلكم تعقلون نحن نقص عليك أحسن القصص بما أوحينا إليك هذا القرآن وإن كنت من قبله لمن الغافلين إذ قال يوسف لأبيه